up, guys? So today I really wanted to try out the grenade launcher on Absolute, and this weapon was recently nerfed, so I definitely wanted to see if it was still powerful. I am using a fair amount of range damage buffing perks. Of course, I need Emperor's Vengeance to get my ammo back. And the contested health perk is really good for Absolute. I do have some scan support, improved efficiency to help get my grenades back. So I do have a fair amount of grenades on this build. And Marked for Death. Marked for Death is really good with the bolt rifle. And I jump into this operation a little bit late. This is basically the first encounter that I had. So I basically jump into this operation. There's already Zoanthropes. There's already a Ravener. One person's already down. So I gotta do my best to land some good shots on these Zoanthropes to really help us get past this part. Because as you see, the bulwark is a little bit low as well. Now, for Absolute, Zoanthropes are still kind of, you know, they can definitely be a pain to deal with. They're still kind of a pain to deal with, even though they've been nerfed. There was a beam dodge, which I was very happy about. I don't even know if the Zoanthrope was going after me, but there's another one. I'm getting a little lucky with those beam dodges, to be completely honest. But now I am the last brother standing. And what my idea here was, hey, you know what? The Zoanthropes are slowly, you know, they're slowly drifting towards the one side of the room. So I wanted to kind of go behind them a bit and flank and then just pick up the bulwark. But as you see, this one, this one is just right there. He just gets around the corner. There's also a Zoanthrope behind me here. And in my head, I was thinking, hey, you know what? Maybe I can land some grenade launchers on the Zoanthrope. And I do go for it. And I basically only missed one there, and I was able to take out the Zoanthrope, which is nice, but now I have no grenades. At first, I was expecting the grenade launcher to make quick work out of everything, but, you know, as I quickly found out, it's definitely not as strong as it used to be. That was a good encounter. Good thing I was able to help out my team. We basically were able to finish that fight. But as you see, that is a Lictor also spawning, and the scan is still really good. Even though they fixed the scanned bugged damage for whatever it was, scan's still really good. And this build has a fair amount of grenades, considering I am using the grenade launcher, and then I'm also getting my grenades back with the equipment charge perk. And here I'm just trying my best to fight off the mobs. There's a couple spore mines there. That's very, very dangerous. Whenever you see one spore mine, you know, have your guard up, because you will probably be seeing you'll probably be seeing another one there. Melee's, obviously I'm using fencing here. Melee's still really good for tactical, but you know, you can use blocking for tactical if you want, but Tactical has a good amount of Gunstrike support for their perks, and, you know, I'm using one here whenever I get the Gunstrike. It increases my range damage, because I just, you know, really want to increase the damage that I have with the grenade launcher. This part of the operation, trying to get the objectives done here, is pretty crazy, because, you know, spawns after spawns after spawns, and you just really have to do your best to just make it through. Oh, dude, yeah, luckily there I was able to get some contested health back. It was getting pretty ugly. The Bulwark is using their contested health perk as well, so we actually have a great amount of contested health support. Oh yeah, here's a great demonstration of what this build can do. One of those majors I blew off the screen with a grenade launcher, and then the other one was hit with Marked for Death. So I was able to get two quick kills there. Oh yeah, here's a quick look at what we had for the team perks. I do have more range damage from the sniper for Extremists, which is really nice for this build, obviously, because I'm using the grenade launcher. But yes, as you've seen in that clip, where if I get a scan, I'm getting a grenade back, and then I'm also getting grenades back. You know, I'm also getting grenade back from killing Majorists and pretty much anything with my grenade launcher. And the thing is, this build is doing a great job at overall DPS. Marked for Death is just super great with accurate weapons. Oh, and check this out. I believe this is a triple biovore fight. So there's definitely a lot going on in this operation. Triple biovore is not something I recommend fighting. It's just bad. It's like you can see how this is starting off. And there's a point where I'm looking at the amount of mobs that are still left, and I think to myself, like, all right, this is probably it. Like, as you see right there, there's 3 biovores, and then there's 1 back there in the corner. So this was triple biovore spawn. And I do have the grenade launcher. Obviously, I have a really strong weapon, but if you, like, right now, I only have a couple grenades. Like, in total, I have 3 grenades, including the grenade I have for my actual grenade and not for the bolt rifle. So here, I'm basically just trying to pelt as much damage as I can into this gun. And I figured, hey, you know what? Let's get some melee attacks. Melee definitely worked out well here. I think actually approaching biovores just with a nice melee, approaching biovores with melee is pretty good because you obviously want to get them to melee you so you can get a gun strike. And then I think you also get past their armor if you do the melee, so I guess that helps. Now, I can't believe we got past that situation, but we do have a sniper who is respawning, which is unfortunate. These are still spore mines because there's still a biovore around here. And look at it. You can barely tell it's still up. It was kind of just like sitting there, just hanging out. Those spore mines, I think, are bugged. So I think those spore mines are just sitting around there. This is on PC, and I will say the performance I have on PC is worse than what I have on PS5. But I really like using mouse and keyboard, especially with weapons like the bolt rifles and, stuff I want to hit people's heads with. And the grenade launcher is no different. I wanted to make sure I was aiming my grenade launcher. Also, I don't even think I have a leveled up bolt rifle, on console anyway. So, oh yeah, that banner was just a little late. It's super heartbreaking. I think maybe me and the bulwark just weren't connecting there, but luckily I was able to get a mark for death to take out a major quick because yes, those are zoanthropes. Those are zoanthropes after a fight we just had triple biovores. That might even be triple zoanthropes. And now here, I was like, you know what? Let's just get out of this situation. But luckily there's a stim here, so I pick up the stim just in case. Also, I do have a Guardian Relic, so I'm actually in a pretty good position here for the Hive Tyrant fight. It was just really unfortunate. The bulwark was just a little bit late on that banner. I think they wanted to go for the banner, and I probably should have just let them execute the biovore. So under my watch, this bulwark. Yeah, see, he also has no ammo. Yeah, here's another look at what we were looking like with the team perks. But yeah, dude, if the bulwark was going for that execution and I cut them off, I'm really sorry. But that entire encounter with the triple biovores definitely had me in a moment where I was just looking to take things off my screen. And I don't really think much when I'm doing that. as long as I'm hitting my shots and taking things off the screen, that's really all I care about. But like, I do understand you're supposed to calm down in the moment and make sure your bulwark can land a banner at least. Like, holy cow. But yeah, look at this moment here. There's a lot of spore mines. This was getting really sweaty. The gun strikes were nice to get my range damage buff, but you just see too many spore mines here. I dropped the scan there. I'm trying to get a mark for death, but there's just too many enemies. So now I'm trying to drop a stomp to kind of just, push everything away and get some quick damage in. But luckily I had the Guardian Relic. I wonder what was going through the bulwark's head there when all the army of spore mines were on their way and then I go down. But luckily I was able to use the Guardian Relic. I was able to get back up and finish off this fight. And I'm packing so much damage, I was able to get full health back. I gotta say, I do think the grenade launcher is good. It's just you really want to make sure you save it for those moments. And for the moments that you aren't using the grenade launcher, you still have Marked for Death, and Marked for Death goes a long way with any weapon. But okay, so here we are at the Hive Tyrant fight. I was a little uncomfortable with the scan on this fight for some reason, because what I wanted to do was make sure the Hive Tyrant was in phase 2, and I could pelt him with as many grenades as I need. But right now we just need to get through phase 1, and I do have the bolt rifle. The bolt rifle is honestly, I was using it. I was using it the other day. I do think the bolt rifle with the grenade launcher just needs a little bit more damage, and I feel like that's a fine. That's right there. I probably could have got my contested health back with shots, but instead I went for the stim just in case. It's still very risky. But yeah, the bolt rifle without the grenade launcher compared to the bolt rifle with the grenade launcher, like the actual rifle part. Yeah, obviously they nerfed the damage for the rifle part when you have the grenade launcher, so I was definitely feeling it a little bit, but not too much. But like when I was using the bolt rifle without the grenade launcher, I was getting some really nice headshots, and I think it's a little bit more accurate as well. So I still think it's a reliable weapon as long as you have marked for death because it's accurate. Now here, as you can see, I'm just trying to land as many shots as I can on the Hive Tyrant to make sure we can dwindle that health bar a bit. I do have full armor. I did use my Guardian Relic in that Spore Mine fight, which is probably something I had to do. But still, we still have a Bulwark here. We have a Bulwark and a Sniper. Neither of them have Mortal Wound. And I'm still looking to land the perfect scan. I'm pretty sure I could have used a scan on that first phase, and it would have been fine. But I am getting used to tactical again. I have been playing quite a bit of tactical these past couple days. I'm really enjoying it. Tactical and sniper are just so good. Oh yeah, here I was just throwing regular grenades and then went for the full mag dump of the grenades. And as you can see, the damage there, it's a little bit. It's strong. Don't get me wrong. That is good damage that I put on the card there. But it wasn't anything near what it used to be, and you can really see maybe the grenade launcher was benefiting from the scan bug more than we thought. But still, that's a lot of contested health I'm able to get right back because the Bulwark and the tactical, me being the tactical, we are using the contested health perks to make sure that we can refill our contested health fast. Now this situation's kind of crazy. That Bulwark banner was a good banner. That was a good banner. But unfortunately, the sniper goes down here, and I'm trying my best to just stay up. This Hive Tyrant is basically just swinging all their melee attacks. And as you've seen there, the Bulwark was going for the res, but there is an enraged Major that I think was trying to follow them. Oh, I was able to get the perfect dodge there, but then, yes, the enraged Major just hit me right in the back, which was rough. So now I go down to half. I'm just going to keep an eye on the ground here just to make sure I can get past this attack. Because, yeah, now me and the sniper are pretty low. The sniper goes down and out of this boss fight, and we just have a little bit left. Luckily there, I pick up some shock grenades, and I figure, hey, you know what? It's time for the grenade build to continue throwing grenades. I throw the shock grenades, and then I just try to finish this off with a scan and some regular shots. We were able to get one mag dump of grenades on the Hive Tyrant, so I do think the grenade launcher is still a powerful weapon, but when it comes to Terminus, it is not as reliable as it used to be. It's definitely better for mob clearing, especially against extremist enemies, and maybe a group of majors as well. But against Terminus enemies, you're definitely going to be using especially this fight, you're going to be using your bolt rifle quite a bit, and the grenade is not going to be all that you need to win the fight. There, I was getting some nice perfect dodges and some nice gun strikes, and I was able to get 2 different sets of grenades and landed those on the Hive Tyrant, which is nice. Yes, that was a good run. That was a good run. We had a good team there. Absolute decapitation is super fun. The Hive Tyrant's always super fun. But after this operation, I was still thinking the grenade launcher is a good weapon. The grenade launcher I will still put in a strong A tier, just below S tier, something like that. I did have around 15k damage, and it wasn't even fully upgraded.